Alright, thanks for sticking with us, guys. We had some technical issues, but I think we've sorted them out.
Yes, yes.
We are back.
All right. We are back. Why don't we jump right into what Caben and Durian are doing?
I think you're
Yeah,
gonna,
this gets
I think
good.
you're going to
No,
Orin.
Orin,
Oh, we
Orin's
were going to
Orin's
Orin?
up.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Orin,
Yeah.
what are you
They're
doing?
staring at each other deep in the eyes. That's
Okay, so I've been in here for like a half an hour. I haven't seen this guy, right?
Correct.
So I'm gonna go back to the bar and call the bartender over.
Mm.
How can I help you, sir?
I was hoping that my friend was in here. I don't suppose she's seen him.
Oh, depends. What's he look like? There are a good number of people in here.
Oh, it's not very often you meet a tall, tan man that's bigger than yourself.
Bigger than myself? Oh, I'm not
Bigger
that.
than me.
Oh, bigger than you. Yeah, you're pretty big. No, I don't think I saw anyone like that come in here. At least not that talked to me.
Well, if you do see him, friend, and I put a gold on the coin, tell him my friend stopped by, and that this friend has work for him if he's interested. I'll be back later tonight.
Okay. Does this guy have a name?
Oh, his name is T. I'm sure he can recognize himself in that.
All right.
And then I'm
Take your
gonna
gold.
walk out and
How loud were you speaking, by the way?
No, just in earshot of the bartender himself.
So, are you like leaning down so only he hears, or?
I lean in a little bit forward. That's about it.
Okay. All right. Very good. And you
Yeah.
head out.
I head back to our inn.
All right. You get back to the inn.
I think I see Amaranth there.
enjoying
Worship.
some tea.
Yes.
And I walk in, and do I see this freaking orc?
No,
left
he
already.
left before that.
He's left, alright.
Yep.
That's good.
I'll kind
And
of wave you over when you come in, though, assuming that I see you. You're kind of big guy. I guess I would. Big
yeah,
knight in armor with a cloak on that can conceal a drawn sword.
I don't actually have the sword drawn out yet. It's just if I run into him, I
But you
point
could.
it,
You could.
And I guess I'm gonna sit next to him and say, next to you, and just say, "Oh, I haven't seen our friends, and the other friend that we're looking for."
What race did you say the bartender was, Travis? I forget.
Half
Half
elf.
elf. Half elf. Okay. Damn it. I will kind of whisper over to Arin that there was an orc in the tavern. Do it as quietly
Right.
as possible, hopefully, so that the bartender doesn't hear it.
I'm going to perk my left ear, not left ear, my left eye up, and like an eyebrow.
Left ear.
Like, what did you say?
I will whisper again, just slightly louder, that there was an orc in the tavern.
Like half orc, full orc, like
Full, of course.
what the hell was an orc doing here?
I'll I'll whisper to him again.
They let those
That
kind of
he-
people in here?
Yeah, right. I'll mention just the Laroc Bakar.
You
That's-
don't know about that.
Oh, yeah,
that's right.
you don't
they
know
were-
about that.
Okay, I'll say that they were on, talking about a ship. Never mind, I wasn't there when they were talking about that. You're right.
Hey,
Something
barkeep.
something ship.
Hey,
Yeah.
barkeep.
Yes, sir. How can I help you? Comes out of the back.
I heard you had a very unique visitor a little while ago. What's up with that?
I'll look away.
I mean, the poor woman's got one arm. What do people always have to bring that up? Do you think she doesn't know this? Look, she's a sweetheart.
No,
Nicest
friend.
person you've ever met.
I mean, a unique visitor that was green and tall and bully bulky.
Oh, 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 oh.
That
Got you. Yes. Yeah. He was, to my surprise, settling up their tab. I didn't. Well, I just counted the couple silver as a loss, and I was glad nothing got broken.
What do you mean tab? Like, who's here? You know anything
I
about
don't know, some orc ship, and a few of them came in here, bought some drinks. They were, well, glaring at everyone, chased out most of my customers, but they didn't break anything, and they actually paid for their drinks. So
You said a ship. Do you know its name?
I don't speak orc.
Your best guess, friend. I won't hold it against you.
Balak Lamar. I don't know.
So, if he sees that, like, there's gonna be a thought process in Oren's head for a
There's
second.
gonna be a thought.
He slightly changes some letters here and there, and he goes, dot, 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 ding! And you see my head immediately go down, I'm like, oh shit. Dot, dot, dot. I'm gonna, like, turn to Amrith, like, we need to go find the others.
If you say so, Arn. I'll kind of hastily finish my tea.
Whatever, Orin.
Like, can't you see that I'm sick here?
It's
She
okay,
does
like,
look quite sick.
yeah, like, it's kind of important, like, I have a feeling that this may be connected with what we're here for somehow.
Well, I guess I can finish up my tea and we can go. Give me a moment.
Yeah, it's alright, I wait for you.
Take a moment or two to finish my tea, hoping that it makes me feel a little better, and head on out with Arn.
And during this entire time, I make sure my face cannot be seen upon hearing this whole orc thing.
Just cover his face. He's like,
So it's like, you know, it's down.
Yeah, you've got your hood down, you've got maybe a sheet or scarf or whatever tucked across your mouth. Yeah, it's fine.
It's like when you're in class and you're trying to pretend that like you're actually reading, but you're really sleeping, and you go like this.
And
Yeah, totally reading a book.
He'd look a little weird walking down the street like that, but
Yeah.
could certainly do it.
as we're walking and now away from the half elf, I'm gonna start speaking in Elvish and go, this guy wants to catch a boat and they're here. What better place for a criminal to catch a boat than one with orcs?
I'll also point out to Arn that the orcs won't be back apparently anytime soon, so they'll be leaving soon, rather than later, it sounds like.
Indeed. This is
Indeed.
like I'm not one like I do believe in coincidences in this world, but these guys and now this person wanting to catch a boat. Yeah, what other boat could be better than catch one with orcs? No one's gonna mess with you. No one's gonna try and get in.
True story right there.
We need to find them and tell them what's going on. Maybe we can stake out the ship when he tries to board it.
Well, as long as you don't mess with any minotaurs or any more orcs, I don't think that should be an
You
issue.
should say that. There was a minotaur. I could see his horns. He was like sitting in the actual. What's it,
Amrith
yellow
is just
knuckle?
gonna face palm and just go,
I didn't interact with it.
Arn.
I'm just saying. There's
Arn,
like
please don't.
I didn't interact with the Minotaur. I'm just saying
Good,
there was
don't.
one in there. Which means if we do start something in the inn, if we run into him, we have to be careful of a goddamn Minotaur. Just saying, it's a warning.
Cool. So, where do you guys go while you're discussing all of this?
Well, did they leave any type of message where they were going?
No.
No. I'll, kind of repeat to him what the orc said. They came in, closed their tab, said their ship is leaving after one of the next ships leaves, and they won't be back. And that's really
Well,
all that I heard.
You knew that Caben and Durian were going to check out ships in the docks, but they didn't give you a road map.
I guess, since we're going to the ship district, and I guess,
You're in the
we'll
ship
focus,
district.
you know what I mean? Like, where the docks actually are, like, the boats.
So
um,
block down. Cool. You're there.
And sort of go, see if we can see them. If we don't, we're just sort of trying to figure out where the Lockpathar, whatever the hell it is, because that
The rock
orc pronunciation is, orc pronunciations always get me, even in World of Warcraft. And
It's 'cause you're Australian.
yeah, it's
Aussie,
a show.
Aussie,
And wait, no.
That's how
And we'll head in direction of that ship, but we won't actually interact with people.
Okay, cool. So you start looking down the docks, and we'll. Oh, Amareth, you are not paying attention to anything. But eventually you walk for a bit, and you do spot the Lorak Bokar in the distance. In the meantime, let's see what Caben and Durian are doing.
No, we already went there.
You were, I believe, heading to the Crescent Rose, were
Yes.
you not?
Yes.
Yes, which is the opposite direction that Orn and Amareth are now walking. Though you guys do not know this.
Yeah, noted.
Okay. We're looking for the ship.
Yeah, we're heading
Cool.
to the Crescent Rose.
Yep, you come upon it eventually. Much bigger ship than the Green Coral, as well as the Lorak Bokar. It's probably one of the largest ships in the docks right now. And like I said, you saw people loading and unloading, and I think we jumped away from there. So.
Yeah. So I approach a dockhand and ask after the captain to speak about passage.
Yeah, she's up there somewhere.
Yeah, we'll just go on board.
Yeah, I don't think she'll care.
Gaben, follow me.
Here, boy. Here, boy.
Come on, Gaben. Come on.
Was I not going
Come on,
to?
Gaben. Come on, Gaben.
I pushed Durian into the water.
It's solid ice. I
Durian,
just-
you impact on ice and snow. You are now quite cold.
No, I follow. I give him a look, like, all right, and I follow him up.
I just told you. You gotta
Should've
stop
took
listening
that.
to these ghost whispers from Amaranth, alright?
What
No,
ghost
I'm
Pretty sure
whispers?
you cast Ghost Sound.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sound.
you
Hush,
guys head up
Hush,
onto the
that's
ship.
you're ruining my master.
You guys head onto the ship, following a couple of guys carrying some crates, and you see a somewhat short human woman with short black hair, kind of bossing people around. Take that down in the hold. No, that one goes in the forecastle. Who are you guys?
Oh, Captain, we are travelers looking to potentially book passage. Word on the street is you're the next boat out.
Travelers, huh? Well, yeah, I'll certainly be leaving as soon as possible. Hey, you take that, put that in the back. In the back, yes.
Captain.
How many people are you looking to transport?
Captain, we are 4 and 4 horses, but I don't know what kind of space accommodations. you have.
Horses. One sec. She goes over, talks to a sailor, and comes back and says, "Well, we might have some room. Are you really that attached to these horses? I mean, do you need to? It's gonna cost you to haul them. I mean, they'll take up a lot of valuable cargo space.
Yeah, well,
So I can
we'd have to
certainly carry them for you, but the cost may be substantial."
Speed is of interest over land and sea, so we'd be willing to part with them. But
Okay.
how about we just talk about passage for 4? We were wondering because we spoke to the dockmaster and he said he implied that you were guaranteed to be the next ones out. So we thought maybe you might have had several other patrons approach you already.
Well, it's not patrons really. I mostly haul cargo. We're the next one out just because we're the biggest ship here, and this, well, compared to all the little dinghies that are in the dock right now,
Mm-hmm.
we'll have the highest priority. So we're heading out in about 3 days. Believe Lord Barrick himself is coming down to break the ice for us if it's still that thick. Otherwise, yeah, we'll be heading out in 3 days. How many did you say? 4 people and horses? No horses.
Let's leave off the horses. How much for
Okay.
passage? How much ahead for passage for 4?
25 gold apiece. If you're going to CN, we're hitting up the port city of.
Oh yes, It's been many
We're-
moons since I've seen the fair
Yeah.
holds of
Yeah, we're hitting up the port city of Riem. That's our next destination. That's right in the crescent of Cien, so you should be able to find a ship from there to anywhere you want. Well, within the area, of course.
Hmm.
Interesting. Well, Captain, thank you. We'll
Mhm.
we'll be in contact. 3 days, you said. When is it going to be a morning departure or evening? Whatever the tides have, I suppose. And
Yeah,
Lord
well-
Barrick's schedule.
Yeah, well, if he comes down here, if the ice isn't that thick, they'll just have some guys break the ice out for us, rather than bothering His Majesty.
Hmm. Are you
Lord
taking any
Barrick.
other passengers?
Not at this time, but more people might want to go. If they do, price might jump. It's rooms at a premium.
Understood.
Thank you, Captain. We'll be in contact probably in the next day.
Excellent.
Haven, let's
She-
go.
Goes about her business.
Okay. Where are we going?
Haven, I'm beginning to think either our bounty is listed as cargo and not as passenger somewhere, or
You think either of these boats you talked to are that shady, or do you think they even know?
no, they didn't. They didn't ring any bells with me. Travis's acting is good enough that I think I would get a hint of something, but I guess is there a check I should make, or can you just say whether my senses are on about whether they're hiding something?
Yeah, you can try and do a sense motive to see if they,
Can I,
if
yeah,
you think they're lying. Sure.
Can one for each or just one for the general encounters?
Let's say one for each because
Okay.
they'll. You were talking to them at different times, so it wasn't your same senses
So
peaked.
that's the first captain, Captain
Okay.
Lenny, and that's the second captain.
Okay. Captain Lenny seemed paranoid about several things. Second captain just looked busy as shit.
Okay, yeah.
Mhm.
Paranoid about women. Paranoid about anything else? Did I get a sense? If it was just
Paranoid
his
about
weird...
the orcs, paranoid about being at sea in the ice.
Right.
You know.
But I didn't get a sense from him of nerves or nerves
we-
because he's doing something that he shouldn't.
No,
Or-
then again, you didn't ask him any real leading questions
No,
either, so.
I know. I figure if we inquired about passage, he might have been vague, but okay, that's fine.
Cool. So you guys head back to the inn then, or?
Yeah, for now.
As we walk back, I'm gonna ask Durian. You should, if you just go back to the inn, but maybe I should just walk right by our orc friends quickly and see if I can hear anything over here, because I can speak the language.
I think that's I don't actually speak the language. I say
I
It's
won't.
one of the few you don't have.
I won't dawdle, and I don't think they recognize me. But if I can overhear anything, why they're here? Because I mean,
think
the
do that,
the
do
bottom
that.
line is the orcs are.
I have
moving
some
with these
other
goblins.
plans for this evening, perhaps to do some more scouting, something that requires a little bit of my craft, but yes, I think it's a good use of time for you to go check out initially. You were seated in the back of the courtroom, so
Okay. So that's what I'm gonna do.
All right, so
So-
Durian heads off, and Caben, you are
Heading
back
towards
to
the Larak
the
Bokar.
Larak Bokar. Cool. So you get there, and you see Amarith and Orin just kind of getting into position to look at the ship.
Oh,
basically.
oh God. Okay. Are they
Well, you recognize them after looking for a while. Amarith's got this blue cloak. It's very
I'm very
recognizable.
right?
She's very recognizable right now. Orin, you can tell it's him because he's with Amarith and he's the right height. He looks pretty well
He looks princely.
covered. though.
They're both together. Like where?
You just see them kind of going towards the ship.
Oh, they're walking towards it.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can catch up with them if you want.
Okay. I'm gonna catch up to them and kind of sneak up behind them and just be like, "What are you guys doing here?"
So
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
looking
I didn't. I
around.
said that. I said that in a very different voice than what I wanted to say that in.
no, sorry. My first reaction is like.
I would have.
Like,
I would have
what?
gone up. I would have gone up behind them, and go, "Friends, you guys are too close to this orc ship, especially you, Orn, and you too, Amrith, for someone in such a bright
I'll just
cloak."
kind of play dumb and just be like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just, I'm walking around
Yeah, I don't know.
minding my own business.
I'll be like, I don't know what you're talking about either.
And then I'll point to Arn and be like, he's the one who should be worried.
Yeah, that's why I got my face concealed, friend. I'm worried that.
Yeah, that doesn't do much good when you have a giant blue. I was gonna say balloons, but I don't know if there's balloons in this
I
world.
don't have balloons. No.
But why do you have those balloons?
This-
I mean, Amareth's in the blue. Orn doesn't otherwise stand out too
This
much.
this bright blue person right next to
Hey,
right
hey,
next to you.
There
But,
is a
I mean-
temple of not Paler, Kurulon the Rathian in this town. I am not completely out of place. There's other clerics here.
All right.
Leveling friend, well, I'm considerably worried that our target may actually try to get passage on the orc ship to get out of here.
I think so too, but no ship is leaving in the night or
I will
anytime soon.
speak quietly to Caben specifically and
I
Arn.
don't mean to interact.
I'll speak
Yeah.
quietly to Caven in Elvish since Arn already knows this, and let him know that there was an orc in our inn that was paying a tab and saying that the ship was departing after the next ship leaves, and they won't be coming back.
Yes, Durian and I have been talking to some ships, and there's a
Oh.
lot of ships are waiting to depart after
Oh.
each other because of the ice has to be broken up. We've been inquiring about, and we think, I don't know, we're not sure. With the ships we talked to, it didn't seem like they would be harboring a criminal, but if this ship is the one, then we probably shouldn't be
Okay.
in front of it 24/7.
No, I didn't plan to be 24/7.
We have some plans to someone's echoing again.
Yeah, I hear
But-
it's probably Arn again.
We have some plans, but I don't. Especially you, Orn. You've had the biggest run-in with a lot of these orcs. You should not be here.
Sorry. That's exactly why I wasn't going to interact with them. I'm just
I don't
keeping
think
an eye out, see if our mark heads towards the ship.
I don't think any interaction is going to be needed. But if they see you or notice you, or someone bumps into you, they're gonna. I mean, you got into a fight with a couple of their people, and the captain was in front of you in the court for a good half day. They're gonna know it's you.
Mm-hmm. That's why I'm keeping myself concealed. I took that into consideration.
Did you not
This
hear what I
song,
just
no.
said?
I heard what you said. If someone bumps into me, I don't plan to let them.
Look, Oren, we have some plans. We have some plans to look into this. If you really want to stand here, I'm not gonna do
I mean,
anything.
look around.
But
There's a lot of people sitting
alright.
around not doing anything.
Caben's
so-
gonna go back and I don't know. His original plan was to kind of walk close by the ship,
Okay.
as he's walking down the dock by the ship, and if no one's around, if there's no orcs standing about, I guess he'll mill around for a little bit, see if he can hear anything. But if I guess the first question: are there any orcs out in front of it, or are any orcs there talking?
Yes, actually, there are a couple orcs on the deck. You see them loading a few crates that are just on the dock. Doesn't seem like they're going at too breakneck of a pace. They're just kind of talking and loading a few things.
Okay, then I just want to walk slowly, meander by the ship, within hearing distance, and I guess if
I mean, to get within hearing distance.
Beyond the ship?
Like, there's like a dock, and then there's a dock that shoots out that goes beside the ship. So it's like,
if I stay on the main dock, is that close enough?
No, not
No.
to hear them. So here's the dock, and then there's there's kind of like a pier out.
Yeah.
Here and a pier out here, and then there's on here. They're like right here, and you're kind of walking along this way.
Right.
So
Is the other ship? The other ship's connected to the other dock. It's not sharing the same dock. The
There are no
offshoot.
there are no ships directly next to the Lorak Bokar.
Damn.
You can't imagine why not.
Oh.
Nobody wants to be near orcs. What's that?
What?
For what it's worth, do you want to try and like if our friend is obviously barred, like if he's going to catch the ship, has organized for passage, you want to see if like if you can act out the similar circumstances, and maybe try and buy your way onto the ship as well, so that you can speak Orc, just by yourself.
Oh yes, I've walked away from you guys.
Oh, never mind.
Sorry,
Yeah,
sorry,
He's like checking it out.
sorry. Damn.
So what do you guys do?
Well, shoot. Okay. Kaven's gonna walk down the dock and approach these orcs. Then
You're going to approach the orcs.
I'm gonna approach the orcs. I want to listen to what they're
Okay.
saying.
I mean, they stop talking as soon as you start walking
Yeah.
toward them.
I'm gonna ask, is this the green coral in common?
What
Clever.
do you want?
This is so bad.
No, it's good. Good. Keep going. Keep going.
Why are you here? You want captain?
Is this ship the green coral?
Lorak Bokar. And he says to the other orc, look at this dumbass.
Yeah.
Can't even
That's what I'm waiting for. Wait, what does he say?
read. Look at this dumbass can't even read.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Oh, so it's not the green coral. Shoot. They're just looking at
Little
me.
human ship over there. And they say, little human ship over there. He grabs this crate. I wish I could fucking chop these idiots' heads off. Yeah, behave yourself. Captain will make you die slowly if you do anything like that. I know, but they're just all so stupid. They just...
They're
you
just
know,
they're just
speaking-
insulting me and stuff.
Yeah, they're just speaking in orc, not even quietly, as they bring a crate up to the boat.
All right. Well, that failed. I'm gonna turn and walk back down the blink.
Okay.
Stupid orcs can't even recognize an elf when they see one.
Oh, did I say human?
He said
Yeah.
stupid humans.
They all look like humans to orcs.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
I was just waiting
Orcs
for
is
that.
racist,
Stupid humans.
confirmed.
Orcs are so stupid.
Well, that went not as smooth as Kevin wanted it to. I guess he's gonna go back to the inn.
Cool. Well, I mean, do you meet back up with Orin and Amareth, who are like standing there at a distance watching you do this?
No, I guess as I walk back, I give them a look and then go back to the inn.
I sheen face them and leave.
Are we like?
Oh shit.
I guess we're gonna follow him, but as we're talking, I say, for purposes of not letting this guy get away, one of us has to watch this shit. Like,
And
maybe
what
not.
say you, rest of the party that is there?
I would probably not say much because I don't really know what's going on with these orcs, and I don't want Arn to fuck stuff up.
I could tell you what Durian would say.
Well, we're saying this
They're
as
not
we walk
there.
back, so.
I'm not.
As you're walking back, or as you are back?
Oh, I would mention it again once we got back, but I'm just
Okay.
pointing out the fact that we really need to keep an eye on this ship.
Well, Arn, I think you should be doing that because I shouldn't. I should be resting.
Oh,
Like I
I'm
should
fine
right
with
now.
that. But people should, swap around.
Well, you've got a sickly cleric, and I can't do much healing if I'm
Oh, I
tired
don't
and
mean
not
you. I
resting.
mean like Durian and Caben should like
Okay. That's much better.
rotate and watch.
That's much better.
Just let me know when they get back to the inn.
I assume that we were back.
Yeah,
Oh, I
you
didn't-
guys all get back now.
Okay.
Because you were talking to Amareth on the way. Cool, you guys are back. Durian, you're
friends.
already there.
I have
Hello, Durian.
rested and have warmed my bones.
Good to hear, I suppose.
Where have you guys been?
Staking out orc ship.
Exactly that.
Oh, good. So you heard about our old friends then?
Oh yes, I
Yeah.
look forward to returning the favor as I gently rub the area of the scar.
Oh, Orin, please
No,
don't.
I'm
you
not going to
sure?
try to kill them.
Durian, this is what I was talking
You're
about.
gently
They're
rubbing.
gonna-
You seem to be gently rubbing yourself.
They're
Orin.
gonna make us.
What do you feel for these orcs?
I don't plan
It's
to
like,
actually go out in the open and
So excited!
I have a plan to deal with the orcs and find out, and I'm sure you were. I take it Caben filled you in on our investigations thus far.
Yeah, I guess since you weren't there, I'll probably mention this to you now as well. I am very certain if our friend is planning to catch a ship, that would be the ship he'd go to.
Maybe. I understand. It would be the most likely in terms of the ones we've seen thus far. I didn't get a sense that Captain Ruby would brook any nonsense, and Captain Lenny seemed more concerned with having a woman on board than he would with being discreet
What
and
about having a
transporting.
woman on board?
He was a bit biased and old school, shall we say.
You know how
Yeah.
some sailors are.
What do you mean by old school about having a woman on
You're
board?
bad luck, and you would have to perform some ritual to appease the sea gods if you were to.
What do you? No, I don't worship any sea gods.
I did.
We're not
Amrith,
going on the
it's-
ship. We're not going on the ship.
Amrith, we're not going anywhere.
Okay.
Your fever must be getting to you.
Well, the one thing I
I
did,
roll my
the
eyes.
one bit of information I did overhear when I tried to see anything about the orcs, they think humans are stupid and they don't want to be around them. So he
Well, we
might,
think they're
Wait.
stupid. And we don't want to be around them.
I'm just saying
They call
they,
you stupid.
he might
Yes.
not have taken if they're that opinion of the humans. Maybe they'd be inclined not to transport humans around.
So I've been dwelling on this,
Unless the human
and I
pays
have a
for it.
couple.
Unless
I
humans
have
pays
a-
for them. Like I don't think it's not our ship, but
I have a couple-
we haven't
I have
seen
a-
all the ships yet.
I have a couple thoughts. One is we have time on our hands. We have 3 days because no ship is leaving before the Crescent Rose, and Crescent Rose is not leaving for 3 days.
Okay.
Either the ice will be thick and Lord Barrick will have to come out. That's the Lord we saw, putting on a show for the town. Or he'll have some lackeys come out and do it. But regardless, nobody leaves before the Crescent Rose. And we know, we're pretty sure that the Crescent Rose is not a likely stowaway, or rather, it's not a likely spot unless he's stowing away somehow. Which I have a feeling anyone who curries this reputation doesn't stuff himself into a barrel to get himself off the continent.
Well, I'll mention in a very low tone that I have a spell that might be useful in bringing him out and bringing him to us. But
Well,
perhaps
no.
you'd want to do that in the outer city limits. I'd have to rest fully first, though.
You would need to get better regardless. I think that's
Yes.
definitely a priority. So
But I could
But I-
bring him to us.
I have a similar idea because I too had the same thought as you fine folk did about the Lorak Bokar. Now, what I hear from your encounter tells me doesn't give me any positive information. I can't see them doing any favors for any humans unless
Money.
They
Money
do-
talks. You, of all people, should know this, Durian.
Oh, money talks, and not only that, poking a finger in the eye of the King of Platinus after the orcs may feel slighted of the way they were treated. So transporting a criminal might have some motivation that way. But I actually have a plan, perhaps this evening, to
What is your
you
plan?
also. I have an art to perform similar to yours. So I think both of our efforts in tandem might help. but I can perform it this evening. So I think both you and I should try and. I'm gonna go investigate more at the Loraco car. Come around 5 or 6 p.m. tonight.
And you need my help how?
I don't need your help. I need you to rest up, and so if my efforts fail, that you'll learn more through drawing him out directly or indirectly.
Yes, if you have a spell, Amrith, we need you to rest, get some sleep.
I may, but it's all a matter of if I feel better and I can actually sleep at night.
Understood.
Well,
We're just saying.
we have 3 days.
Wishing
so-
there was NyQuil.
You can
Oh.
certainly find something to help you sleep.
Medieval version of NyQuil.
Yeah, it might not be restful sleep though. And that's what you need.
Oh.
Opium.
As well.
I don't think that's a good
I
idea.
guess well, medieval might have no. That's I was thinking of laudanum, which is just basically opium.
No, thank you.
Not very
I don't think it's a good idea.
No, I don't think Coralon the Rethian would approve.
No, he probably would not.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
what time of day would it be?
Well, you guys got in at like 1 in the afternoon, so it's getting dark at this point.
Okay.
For what it's also worth, guys, I'm heading back to the Yellow Macwell later on tonight.
Well, before I
hopefully-
leave, though, I will ask if anything else is needed of me, because if not, I'll retire now to try and get a full night's rest. Rest for a very long time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go investigate the Rockville car.
Oh, I'm letting you guys know my plan if you give me a second here.
Oh,
Go ahead. Well, I just didn't want you to say, I'm gone, before I could ask
what's
if
your
you...
plan?
No. I have maybe potentially an idea of luring out our friend that we are tracking. I left a message, and it wasn't a very detailed one of obviousness with the barkeep there, that I'm looking for an old friend of mine who's tanned and taller than me, and that I have a job for him, and I left the gold coin for the barkeep, and I said I'd be back later tonight. So if he runs into this man, he's going to give him that message. So maybe lure him out by job. I mean, he could use the extra coin.
I don't disagree with your reasoning, but generally, I lean in. Generally, when you pass bribes, you offer considerable amounts of money, not how much one would drop on a drunken binge. But my only concern with that approach is that by all our reports, he's already at the Yellow Mackerel, perhaps in hiding. Perhaps the innkeep is on his side, and you may have just alerted him that someone's looking for him who he didn't expect. And if I was in his position, I would be distrustful of anything I didn't expect.
Perhaps, but... And another thing, if you're about to leave on a ship anyway, what's one more job for a quick amount of gold?
A lot, right?
Yeah.
A lot of gold.
In fact, it would push me to. I don't say that your thoughts are bad ones. I just say that from someone who's been to the seedier side of things and back again, I'll just say that if I were in a situation where I was wanted on murder charges and I was trying to get out, anything that remotely reeked of someone asking after me. In other words, if I
No,
wasn't,
I didn't ask
if
for
I
him
wasn't,
in particular. A man
well,
named T.
T, but you asked after a man bigger than yourself who's tan, and there's not many people who are bigger than you, Orin. I'm surprised to hear that this Tycross is larger than you. But I think that just be cautious. I don't know that the trusted insider Khan is going to work with someone who's this skilled in the underworld. Is kind of what I'm going at.
Oh, it doesn't hurt to try.
No, it doesn't. But I can tell you this: he might be beguiled into thinking that you're an actual friend, or he might be curious. But he's not going to wait around to do a job.
Mm-hmm. He's
going to execute whatever plan he has in mind, and if his plan involves something profitable in town, he might be doing that. But I don't think he'd pick up. I I think he has one goal in mind right now, and that's to get out. At least that's what that our intelligence has shown us.
Mm-hmm. Well, hopefully something comes of it. If not, then well, so be it.
Well, regardless, I'm gonna go drop off my gear. And,
All right. And what are you taking with you?
Should I come with either one of you, or are you both want to be
No.
more incognito?
Travis, I need a reminder.
Yes.
When I met with the shop owner, he explained to me all of the properties of drow poison.
Yes, he did.
How long does it last when applied to a dagger?
Last, like, on the dagger? Like,
Its
before
potency.
it drips off?
Or dries and
Dries,
flakes
yeah.
off, and or whatever.
That is a great question. And while I'm looking that up, is there anything anyone else wishes to do? It's way at the end
Nope.
here somewhere. Well, here we go. Ingested inhaled injury. Must be delivered through a wound. Has sufficient damage reduction. Poison does not affect it. Yada yada. Characteristics of poison. I am not seeing anything here. Smeared on a weapon or object affects just a single. Retains its venom until the weapon scores a hit, or the object is touched. Exposed to the elements in any way. Okay, so it looks like it stays on the weapon until it's basically until the blade is touched by something. So it would basically you'd have to use it before cleaning off or stowing your dagger. I mean, you'd literally, like, any cloth you touch it to is going to wipe the poison off. So it'll last as long as you're holding it, but if you're trying to stow that dagger, you'd have to basically keep it untouched for the poison to last on it.
And that's
And
kind of
it's
hard
not-
to tuck in your belt and not have
Yeah.
to touch anything. Okay,
Exactly.
fair enough.
I mean,
So-
you could apply it under a cloak or something and keep the cloak kind of tented over it.
Yeah. Okay, so I leave my crossbow, my rapier,
Okay.
my buckler,
Okay.
in the room. Also my backpack
Okay.
with all of it. I take a dagger with me in my belt.
Mhm.
I take my flute with me.
All right. I wasn't expecting that, but okay. Very good.
Tucked, not in the case, but kind of in the, like, maybe in a pocket in my cloak or something, or like
Yeah,
tucked away somewhere.
Yeah.
I take all the things in my pouch, including the poison, the cure light wounds.
I assume you keep your spell pouch on you.
Yes,
right?
my spell component pouch.
Cool.
I don't take a water skin, but basically I unload everything that would point me out as a fighting man.
Gotcha.
And I'm going as just a bard
Okay.
for the moment, anyway.
Yeah. All right. And where do you go?
Well, I mean, are we ready? Is there anyone else want to take any action?
Yeah. So where is everyone else going tonight?
Well, once it's dark, I would go back to the Yellow Mackerel.
Okay. And Caben, were you going with him?
Both of them said not.
No, he can go if he wants to. Just you got to be like me, wear no faces.
Caven rips his face off.
I thought
You know
we were
what I
back if they... Oh, they're going to the yellow mackerel. Got it.
Yeah. So Caben
You know
is
what
now
I mean.
Nick Cage in Face Off. A terrible movie. All right.
Sure,
Cool.
I'll go with
And
I'll go
Amareth.
with Arn.
Resting again?
She-
You're muted if
you're
you're saying
muted,
things.
or you're unplugged or something.
I muted it. Sorry.
There you go.
getting a drink. I would probably be going to bed early,
Okay.
unfortunately.
Okay.
Oh,
Understandable.
I would have left my stuff.
All of your stuff?
No, I would have kept my.
Caven runs around the town naked.
Is Arn bringing his weapons?
Oh hell yes.
Then I'm bringing.
Yeah.
I'm
It's under my cloak though.
I'm bringing my weapons, just like the average person, but I'm leaving like my camping stuff and whatnot.
Yeah, you leave the bag, the bedroll, all
Yeah,
that
yeah,
crap
yeah.
you don't need. Cool.
I
So
mean,
you have your
everyone there
weapons.
is armed.
You have your weapons and your money on you, and that's about it.
Mm,
I mean, if you're planning on buying
Yes.
a drink or something,
Yes.
that's why I assumed you had your money
Yes.
on you. Okay,
yes,
cool.
yes.
Very good. Excellent. So you guys head out. Why don't we see what Durian does first?
Okay.
I'm
You're-
gonna sketch out my plan in broad, and then we'll
Sure.
walk through it. But I'm
Excellent.
headed to the Lorac Bokar.
Okay.
I am when I get close to it because I kind of know where it is. It was pointed out to me.
Yep, you know right where it is.
I am going to find a sort of quiet, dark alleyway, and I'm going to cast Alter Self. And
Excellent.
I'm going to turn into a half orc.
A half orc. Okay.
I don't
Durian
speak
suddenly
orc.
became grosser than before.
Yeah, I just grow smelly.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna turn into a half orc if that's a thing. I believe.
It is. Yeah, it's actually a playable race.
Yeah. So.
Yes.
And my reasoning for that, everybody, is that I don't speak orc, so to turn into a full orc wouldn't make sense. So a half orc is a viable person to not. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, you change into a half orc. I assume you're. I mean, you've seen half orcs around. You know what they look like. I assume you're
I've
just
seen-
going for a.
I even try to just basically keep to my own features in half orc form, if you will. Like I'm not trying to I'm trying to be like not my features, but
Yeah.
He
don't
wants
try
to
to
be
be-
a sexy orc, is what he's trying to say.
I'm not trying to be grossly different. So it says you assume. Let's see. Looks. I gotta look at the spell.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can freely designate the new form's minor physical qualities. So I have very typical half-orc hair, sort of like I would think it'd be like kind of long and nasty and kind of.
Can I ask you this? Do you attempt to look like the average half orc that you've seen around the world?
Yes, it's exactly.
Excellent. You grow to about 6'1" or so, 6'6'1". You definitely put on a little bulk. You have to like adjust your armor a little bit and your clothing, but you get it to a point where you're not like fat man in a little coat. And yeah, you grow black hair, generally a bit shaggy, a little unkempt. You grow some tusks. Your ears change shape. You get a more lupine kind of nose, and yeah, you're now a half orc. Your boots are a bit tight. You have to loosen them.
So yeah, so that's fine. I tuck my new cloak in the alleyway, and I
Okay. You're now just wearing clothing, and I assume you kept your armor on?
yes, I did keep my armor,
Okay.
but in terms of it says items. Equipment, if any, either remains worn or held by the new form, or melds into the new form and becomes non-functional. So I assume it
Yeah.
it doesn't look weird. Even
No,
though
no,
it
no.
was-
You basically choose what you meld into yourself.
So,
So you don't have
got-
to leave your cloak. You can just meld that.
No. So I leave the cloak, but I had my other cloak.
Okay.
The one I didn't have before.
Yeah, your normal, just brown traveling cloak.
Right, and I throw it on the ground, and I'm scuffing it up and ripping it a bunch
Ripping it. Okay.
to make it look very worn, travel worn.
Yeah. I
perhaps.
mean, you've got a dagger, so you can kind of get a couple little tears in there, and yeah, cool.
Okay, so
It's definitely more shoddy looking.
somewhat
Also
raggedy.
wet because you put it on the ground.
Yeah. So I put the cloak over the armor, and I'm sort of I take on a pose that's kind of like someone who's naturally a little bit nervous, and I head over to the Laroc Bokar.
Okay. You do see an orc. Let me actually read the spell here because I don't. You retain your ability scores, alignment, yada yada. You retain all supernatural and spell-like qualities from your normal form, except those requiring a body part you do not have. You keep all blah blah blah. If your new form is capable of speech, you communicate normally. Retain all spell casting, but the new form must be able to speak, which you can. To use verbal components, you have the requisite limbs, no problem. You acquire the physical qualities of the new form while retaining your own. Mundane movement, yada yada yada. Natural armor bonus, natural weapons, racial skill bonuses, racial feats, and any gross physical qualities.
How long does it last?
You do not. I'm
10
getting
minutes
the
a
part
level.
I need.
Oh.
So yeah, you're 50 minutes. You're fine. You do not gain any extraordinary special attacks or special qualities, such as dark vision, which is what I was looking for. Excellent. So
But I already have low light vision.
you do. So let's see how much moonlight is out. A
Um,
decent amount. You can find the Laroc Bokar, but as you look at it, you don't see any light on the ship.
I can see.
You can see the end of the dock, but you would find it fairly difficult to, I guess, to get up to the ship and see what's going on there. There's not quite enough moonlight for that.
So, sorry, I'm answering somebody in chat. So I'm kind of like looking around, and I kind of just like go up to like where I would think that like a way to enter the ship would be,
Yeah, you can.
and I kind of like trying to like look kind of nervous, and I'm just like looking around and hoping to like catch somebody or see somebody or be seen.
Alright, so yeah, you kind of go up to the gangplank and look around, and, you know, after kind of looking around for, I don't know, 20, 30 seconds, you're kind of squinting in the dark to see what's going on, and you hear a snort, and, you want something, half-breed? Actually, you hear, you hear some orc.
Oh shoot.
No. I was prepared for this. So I say in common. I say, I'm sorry. I lost what few orcish words that I knew in my childhood. I can only speak common.
What do you want?
I'm looking to book passage if possible.
This is not passenger ship.
Maybe, but you may have room underneath. I need to get out of here. I thought that Palatinus would be a place for me, but I've been scorned wherever I go. I'm trying to book passage out.
Alright, roll me a bluff check. And we'll take into account orc intelligence. Never mind, don't bother. He rolled so low you can't fuck it up. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, you can't really see him at all.
Mm-hmm.
So, looks at you.
I'm not trying to meet his eyes either. My eyes are downcast.
Captain S. Gold, you have?
I can get some. I don't have any now.
No gold now? Gonna cost you for trip.
Yes. Where are we going?
You get gold first, then Captain talk. I not bother him for men with no gold.
I have a little bit now. I can give you a little bit, but it's not much, and I want to save some for passage too. So I hand over like 3 gold.
3 gold?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean you have no gold? This gold
Well,
come with. And he hands you back 2 of your gold, and just kind of grabs you by the shoulder and drags you along.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So he walks you up
Enjoy
the
it while
ship.
you can.
Yeah, he walks you up the ship. You can't really see shit, so you're just kind of like, I assume, shuffling along to not trip.
I'm shuffling, trusting you. Like he's got me by the arm. Like, so I'm just trusting my low light vision and kind of like keeping my eyes down. So I don't really need to see more than like
Okay.
10 feet in front of me. Or whatever.
Yes. Okay. So you're focusing on the ground. Anyway, he takes you in through a door and wraps his knuckles on another door and says, "Captain, half-breed want to talk to you." Actually, I'm sorry. He goes, "Ruh, ruh, ruh, ruh," and you can't understand Orc. "Ruh, ruh, 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 ruh." And the door opens. You talk to Captain, and he kind of shoves you in and pulls it closed behind you. And you do see, Kellic Kilgrin sitting at a desk. There is a candle lit. And he appears, it's lit over like some sealing wax.
Mhm.
So he's not using it to read, but there is some light in there that you can use your low light vision to make out his features.
Good old buddy Kellerick.
Kellic.
Oh yeah.
Kellic.
I like kind of glance up but don't meet his eye, and I say, "Hello, Captain. I don't know how much your sailor told you, but I'm well,
What, you can't even understand Orc?
I've had a hard life. Most of my orc language was beaten out of me when I was younger.
A hard life makes you strong. Do not come in here complaining about it. You want passage out of here.
I need to get out of Platinus. There's no life here for me."
Doesn't surprise me. Damned humans. Well, we're heading to the Laurent Island, well, as soon as we can get out of here. Where are you? Do you have a destination in mind, or will that work?
Anywhere,
We're not taking any side trips.
Captain. Anywhere that you're headed, I would be grateful. I've never been to the Laurent Island. I don't know much about it, but
Mountainous, rugged, dangerous animals. I feel exhilarated every time I go there.
absolutely, Captain. I'll admit I don't have much coin to spend. I wasn't
Look me in
sure.
the eye when you speak. If you're going to be around orcs, there are a few things you need to know. If you look at the ground, I assume you are mocking me.
I look up and I meet his eyes, and I say, "We half-breeds have a different life than a full-blood human or a full-blood orc. I do what I have to."
Good. Look my men in the eyes, or they will not be kind to you.
Aye, Captain. How much for passage? And do I have to... Your mate said you were not a legitimate passenger ship, or that you wouldn't take passengers. Do I have to stow away?
No, we can haul passengers. They need to pay, though. We prefer not to, but for good gold, we can always take a person or two along. I would charge you 15 gold to get to Laurent Island. We're going to the eastern port. It'll be a long trek.
Understand. I'll have to go sell some things back at my inn to be able to make the passage, but
Be prepared for a trip. There's a dragon in these waters. They say he is benign, but I don't trust dragons.
I'm in some trouble from High Crossing.
What kind of trouble?
I
We
was-
are a ship of the glorious Orc nation. As such, we do not abet my crimes.
I was accused of something falsely, but it's harder to plead your case as such, and I felt it better to leave discreetly. So I don't know if you're...
Accused of what?
petty theft.
Ah,
Food.
petty theft is petty. Who here has not stolen something once in their life? Though, of course, if you steal anything from me, I will cut off both your hands, then throw you in the sea.
Yes.
I like this guy.
Yes, Captain.
This guy tried to get you for murder.
Yeah, no, legitimately, I am on edge right now. Me, real life, I'm on edge right now. So I say, good. So I take it, I can be stowed away or be kept out of sight.
Quit saying stowaway like it's a crime. You're paying me to take you somewhere, are you not?
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Am I-
Business transaction.
Am I to be the
You will say
only?
to anyone who asks.
Am I to be the only passenger?
We do not usually take passengers. Unless anyone else comes here offering me gold and a reason to take them, then I don't see why anyone else would come on.
I had 5 gold on me. I offered 3 to your mate, but I can offer the remaining 4 now as a down payment on the 15.
I'm impressed Thrall only took one from you. Whenever you enter an orc ship, say you will deal in money only to the captain, especially if they ask you for any. Don't give out more than 2 or 3 silver to someone who doesn't run the ship.
Yes, Captain. So I discreetly dig out 4 gold.
Okay, yeah, you pull out 4 gold and try not to make the rest of your pocket money jingle, and yeah, you pull out 4 gold, hand it to him, I assume?
Mm-hmm.
That will be another 11 then before we take you.
Mm-hmm.
No refunds from this point forward, and he pulls the gold towards himself.
Absolutely, Captain. I just have some spare weapons I can part with to make up the rest.
What kind of weapons?
A sword
You know,
and a maul that I acquired some time ago.
are they worth any good money?
No, they're only sentimental money and only sentimental value.
Well, most of my men have weapons. Well, if you come across anything nice, let me know, but sounds like you don't have that much equipment.
No. Well, Captain, I should return before somebody accuses me of sneaking around and a half-breed sneaking around in the night, but I thank you.
Humans. Always prejudice against us.
I've met with both kindness and prejudice, Captain. I know not except how to save my own neck.
One of the most important things a man can learn. Very well. We will be leaving in 2 to 3 days. Have the money by then, or don't bother showing up.
Thank you, Captain. And I head out.
Cool. You head out.
Whew!
Yeah,
You
and
done.
I like Kellic. I wish we weren't on his bad side.
Yeah. It's like a bit of
No,
badass.
no joke. My palms are sweaty. I was like, I'm like,
are your knees weak? Are your
No, I'm
arms
not-
heavy?
my
For what
knees
it's
are not
worth,
weak.
Julian, I was thinking for a second you were actually gonna die simply because the spell time was gonna wear off.
No, it's
no, that's
50
why I was trying to get
minutes.
out of there.
No.
It's an hour, 50 minutes, and
Yeah.
that was not a 50-minute conversation.
No, you were on the ship. You
15,
you probably
20.
you've probably got like 30 minutes left, 35 minutes left on the spell.
Oh,
Do some
God.
half-orc stuff.
I prance.
You prance?
How far away do you get from the ship before you prance?
Uh,
No, I'm joking.
no,
I'm
I prance out his door. No.
That wouldn't elicit a reaction.
No.
Yeah, of
I head out and I head back to where my cloak is stored, in the corner, and I kind of keep an eye out if I can around me to see if anybody follows me. But
Tough to tell. I mean, it's fairly dark. You've got some low light vision, so I mean, you see some people going around by the docks. few people with lanterns here and there, some sticking more to the edge of businesses that tend to have a few lights on. Other than that, you don't notice anyone specifically tailing you.
Sweet.
Cool. So, where do you go? Just give me a destination, then we'll switch to Orin and Caven.
No, I'm going back. I don't know if the alley I changed in has a back entrance, but I go back, collect my cloak, tuck away my now tattered cloak, and
Yeah.
dispel my alter self and slip
Very
out
good.
of there.
All right, you are back as Durian in your normal clothing. Extra cloak stored. And, Caben, Orin, we switch to you.
Okay. On the way we're walking over, I would have like, okay, Orin, this is your plan. What do you want me to do?
Basically be the wingman. Like, I don't plan to fight him if we run into him, but simply make a deal with him for a job that's obviously not going to be real.
Okay.
Try to, honestly, as we go into this as if we're the employer and he's the employee and we want him to do something.
Do you want
And,
me to be, like, you want me to be apparent that we know each other, or want me to sit elsewhere and just
You
keep
can
an
be
eye
my
out?
bodyguard, you could say. My associate.
Okay.
But yeah, like, we're not going to particularly fight this man, we just want to know if he's here or not. If he's here, we'll deal with it, buy him drinks, maybe even try and get him sloshed so he's not, in a fighting, like a fighting mentality.
Okay.
And then we'll engage him as a party.
What? Cut his head off while he's drunk?
No, I mean, like, we'll get the rest of the party
Oh.
and we'll fight him.
Are you kidding? That sounds like an awesome idea.
Like, my idea would be, like, just to slit his throat right off the bat. Like, he has no honor, so he should not receive any in kind. And he's not going to spare our lives if it happens.
Okay.
But, yeah, like I said, the idea is not to fight him right away. Like, keep that in mind. And I'm
Okay.
gonna, like, whisper, P.S. Everyone in here is armed. Something shocking.
Hmm.
So, weapons in here is not necessarily a conspicuous thing.
Okay.
Cool.
Alright?
So you guys head in.
Yep. Oh, someone's sitting in my goddamn spot.
It's now Orin's spot.
But I guess we walk in, I
That
do the
Minotaur.
quick...
Oh, that Minotaur's moving. What's he
Yeah.
There's an open seat next to the Minotaur.
doing?
But I guess we go in, do the quick look around. Do we see him in there?
No, he's not. If he's in there, he is not obviously showing himself.
Well,
Okay, what is this
so
person?
Travis, the Minotaur is larger than Orin and has black hair, right?
Yes, there is a black-furred minotaur in the corner.
Does the
It's not
Minotaur
Larry.
have green
Orin
eyes?
feels compelled to be friends with it.
Does he arm wrestle it?
No. My point is, it's not Larry, right? No way, it's him.
No, Larry was brown,
No,
right?
it's a black-furred minotaur.
Larry's got
Larry
some
had
hard
brown
labor
fur.
to do.
This guy's
Oh.
fur is maybe a little bit shaggier, fluffier,
Okay.
coarser.
What do these people
Alright.
look like?
I'm
Then
wingmanging Lauren. Orin.
Well, there is an old woman sitting here. You can't really see the people on the other side. There are a couple guys here, a male elf talking to a male dwarf. You do see some weapons on their person, but, they're just sitting in chairs, chatting with one another, a couple drinks in front of them. There are several other people throughout the bar. You do see the party of dwarves that was in there before are still at the table that they were at.
Okay.
Is there anyone visibly larger than Orin?
No.
Okay.
However, most
Besides-
people are... Actually, everyone is sitting down, so it's very difficult to tell exact height.
Well, I mean, not height, but just like burliness, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, all of the dwarves are, much thicker set than Orin. Except maybe the guy in red robes.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess
Now,
I'll
a few
walk
of the
up.
humans are big, but, no one's obviously gigantic.
So I guess I'll walk up to the bar and call the barkeep over.
Ah, yes, sir. I apologize. Your friend hasn't stopped by. Not that I've seen.
That's alright. I'm sure he hasn't arrived yet. Two
Can I get you
strongest
anything?
ales. Yes, two
Absolutely.
strongest ales for me and my friend here.
Very good, sir. Can
By
I
the
get
way,
you any food?
yes, please. And how much is
Excellent.
lodging here?
Lodging here would be 5
100
silver a
gold.
night. A
Okay.
billion, million, trillion gold. 5
Any
silver a
rooms
night.
available?
We do have 2, yes. Your friend and yourself could get rooms.
Alrighty. Thanks for that. We'll just take the food and drink for now.
Ah, very good, sir. And he gets you a couple drinks and say the food will be a little bit.
Mm-hmm. So I guess as we walk by, because we're going to go probably to this table, the best vantage
Sure.
point. As I walk by, I take a glance to my left, these two people, and what they look like.
These 2 people here?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see where you pinged.
This purple one, I couldn't
Yeah,
see these.
There is a young woman and young man sitting across from the older woman. They are all humans.
Okay. So I guess I walk by, and I assume Caven's coming
yeah,
with.
I'm coming with.
Cool. You guys have a couple of drinks. Take a seat at the table. Take a seat at the seat. There we go.
Eat the food.
Yeah, cool. A little while later, a woman comes out, brings your plates, and asks if there's anything else you want.
Nope.
No. Very good.
Very good, sirs. And she bustles back off to serve some other people. Cool. So what are you guys doing? Other
I guess
than
I'm gonna-
eating and drinking.
So I guess
Sleeping.
I'll talk quietly with Caben. I guess I'm gonna say in Elvish, even though there's maybe 1 or 2 elves around. It's still the safest.
Yeah.
And just be like, well, I get the feeling if he's in here, it's either up in the rooms or he hasn't arrived yet, which means we've actually beaten him here.
I don't know. I think he beat us to High Crossing for sure by the look of the dead body. I don't think we would have beat him here. He's hiding. He doesn't want to be seen.
Do you want to get a room here and see if we can use that as a ploy to get upstairs without being suspicious?
I mean, we could do that. What's our move from there? Like, stumble around in other people's rooms?
Listen. I guess we just listen against the walls and doors and stuff and see if we can hear people.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
we're
I-
practically out of options, so...
I mean, I think we either have to be, if we're trying to see if he's here, we either have to actually be like breaking into rooms, or we're not going to know if he's here or where he is.
Did we just see someone leave?
Yes.
Yeah, people are moving around as you're there.
Okay.
Who's at the bar now? Is it the same people we walked in at?
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Well, like I said, our best bet is to get him before he's on the ship. But actually, I do have a second idea, which people might not actually like.
Mm-hmm.
But if this guy's intent is to catching a ship, he'd have to board the ship before the ship left. Perhaps actually coordinating with Lord, or whatever the hell his name is, an official of the town, and actually doing a complete search of the ships before they depart. Maybe we'll be able to catch him that way. As our backup plan.
I think that's a good idea, but I think if the first ship we search, or the first ship that tries to leave when we search it, he's gonna jet out of here.
Mm. So we're sort of out of options at this point. Like, if we don't get him here, we have to search the ships, and the only way we do that is if we, in advance, inform what's his name, Lord Barak?
I don't know. Do you remember what his name was?
Lord Barak or something.
I don't.
Barrack, yes.
It's like our only real thing, in which case, I'm sure, like, for bringing him to justice and catching him, we'll probably still get the bounty, but still.
I think the Lord definitely helped us here. I mean, we're trying to remove a killer off his streets.
Mm.
But if we start searching the ships as they leave, after the first ship, it's kind of obvious, right?
Yeah, but wouldn't all, like, multiple ships be leaving, like, almost the same time frame? Not just one at a time, maybe, like, next day?
I don't know. We heard the ships were going to try to leave right away because of the ice breaking up, and the first one would leave when the ice was broken up, so it would go. But I mean, what did Amarith say about her usefulness that she had? She didn't say anything. We don't know what that does.
She claimed to be completely useless in all things and a
Yeah.
terrible character. And
Blowing him out. Yeah.
No, she said she had some kind of spell that could help us out. But
I know,
she-
I was giving her crap because she's
Oh.
not actually the game.
Um,
But
I
we didn't know
mean-
what that was.
I guess,
No.
like, even though it's, might not be beneficial, it might just be a waste of some silver, which I'm happy to do. We maybe buy rooms, go up that, at least get a layout of upstairs, how many rooms we have to deal with, case to joint.
Yeah. Well,
More information is power in this case.
Durian's lead was pretty good, I think.
Hmm.
If he is here, I mean, if we're gonna search the ships, maybe we should just. If we're gonna go that far, we could just search the inn.
What you mean, call in the guards, have them surround the place, search
I
the
don't
inn?
know. Either one. I mean, I think because if the ships say more than one leave at the same time, I don't know. Maybe we miss him on while we're searching 3 different ships, and he's gonna leave if we miss him. If we get him here, we know he's here. We can get him here, and it's one target rather than multiple.
I agree. Well, if you're fine with this friend, I say that we get a room, so that way we can always check upstairs. Maybe not stay in the room, but, at least rent it out. Like I said, the more information we have on this place, the better, so.
Yeah. How
Alright,
are the Travis, these inns and places? There's like one bathroom per floor, or like one bathroom for the inn itself. There's not like bathrooms per room, right?
There is an outhouse outside of the inn.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess I'll
Cold.
go up to the
It
bargate.
is cold.
Yes.
Be a good time of the year for like a fur-lined toilet seat.
Mhm. Alright, so I'm gonna go up to the barkeep and
Let's-
get a room.
Yeah. How about this? If we get a room, I'll stay here. I'll stay here all night, and stay around down at the bar or stay in my room and try to keep an outlook on if he is here. Maybe I could stay up all night, just like kind of ponder the hallways or watch the outhouse and see if I see anyone match the description.
Yeah, sounds good. Alright, Travis, so I go up to the barkeep and I say, well, take those rooms and I'll pay for both of them.
Okay, cool. You pay for both of them.
And then I'm going to go upstairs.
Okay, you are now
I'm gonna
upstairs.
go with him, I guess. Cause we got 2 rooms. He got 2 rooms.
Yeah, 2 rooms.
Yeah. So cool. Thanks, guys. Didn't make an upstairs, but that's fine. We can do
They're
this.
upstairs anyways.
Well,
on the
I
roof.
assumed this bit was upstairs, so. Or something.
Yeah. I mean, you guys. Here, let me do a reveal here. You see a There is a door leading to some stairs, as well as a back door to the tavern itself. And I can't grab this. Come on, I just want to move. There we go. And that leads upstairs to...
What's this door, Travis?
to the kitchen. You see the barmaid coming in and out of there.
And I don't notice anyone suspicious in there. When she walks out, the door opens momentarily.
No, you see... I mean, you can search the kitchen if you want.
I just like, does it have like a window on it, or is it just a full door?
It's just a door, yeah.
I like want to try and peek inside a little bit.
Okay, you open the door and peek inside, and there is a table with food on it, and a single, like, kind of stove with a pot of something cooking, and that's about it.
Okay. So
I guess you do see a door at the far side of the kitchen.
Anyone in the kitchen at the moment?
No, there's not.
Kevin, do we like want to quickly check the other door?
He didn't come with you, did he?
I thought he said he did.
I was gonna follow him. Where he
Oh,
went.
okay, cool. You came with him.
So wait, I zoned out for because we went downstairs.
We're here. Well, we haven't actually
You
gone
are
upstairs.
downstairs.
Oh,
Like,
so
we're like-
we went
we're at-
to
we're at
we
the-
went to the stairs, but we didn't go upstairs yet. Okay.
Yes.
You know, like, and we notice this door, and I'm like, we notice there's another door here. Do we want to quickly check that?
Yes. Do you want to check it?
I mean, you check it, I'll cover
Okay.
in case someone
I
comes.
quickly and stealthily go check the door.
Quickly and stealthily. Okay, give me a. Actually, no. Just you listen in. You don't hear anything, and I assume you open the door.
Yes.
Okay. You see. One sec. Let me finish drawing that.
Oh,
Assume
shit, I think
assume those are straight lines. You see an empty bedroom.
Damn it.
Ah.
Travis.
Oh, you're in trouble.
Kevin rolls
Quickly,
around
get
all
out
the
of
bed.
So really quick, there's a bed and a dresser.
Yeah.
Is
That's it.
anything on top of the dresser?
Yeah. There's all kinds of shit on it.
Okay,
Oh.
I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
I'm gonna steal all of it.
So Kevin comes back out. I take it.
Yeah, I close
Nope,
the door.
You hear Caben get brutally murdered? No. Yeah. There's nothing. There's nothing in there.
I close the door
Alright.
Okay. You close the door.
and return
You're
to
good.
Oren and say it's just a bedroom, probably for the cook or the barkeep.
Alrighty. Guess we go upstairs. Yay.
Okay, you go upstairs, and I am resizing a few badly drawn maps.
Is it, no one's like immediately upstairs, right?
Give me a
Like
sec
walking
to
by
move
me.
a few things. Give me a sec.
Okay.
It's alright.
So, I just want to make sure before I accidentally do something stupid.
You'd rather do something stupid on purpose, right?
I mean, like, you know how I talked about having my sword under my cloak thing? I make sure if when I do that, no one's around but, you know, people I know.
Okay. Cool. One sec, sorry. Excellent. And we'll go like that. Very good. Cool. So you open a door into a hall that, let's see here, what would be on the end? Let me just get back onto this layer. Okay, you see a a window overlooking the street on this end, and then a more narrow hallway with several doors along it.
hmm No people, though, at the moment.
No people out here right now.
Is this like
So,
is this the floor our room's on?
Yes.
Okay.
so I give, like, Kevin a look and, like, just in case, I draw my sword and do the whole Vincent Longbourn thing where I hide it, slide myself under my cloak.
Okay.
And,
I'll do a. I want to whisper to Oren. Let's just try to open each door, see what happens.
yeah, I know, like, yeah, does it, like, my key have a number on it? Because this is one of the weird things where we never...
Yeah, he said you guys had the two rooms at the very end of the hall.
Okay.
Now, Does the key open every door? Like, they're all keys the same lock?
Of
Or-
course not. Why point of having? Why even lock it then? If anyone,
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Is the wood quality similar on all
you,
of them?
you know the question I was asking.
the keys are
I'm
numbered.
trying to.
The keys are numbered. You have 7 and
Yeah.
8, which are at this end.
Okay.
Yeah, like, you know the
You guys
reason why I
aren't
was
staying in the
asking
same room?
As
Lame.
Orin's there at the end of the hallway, I'm gonna say, state. Uh-oh.
Why do you have a clothespin?
Why is the turn order up, Travis?
Oh, sorry. I did. I did.
We are so,
There's a gelatinous cube in your
Roll
room.
for
we are
initiative!
so on edge right now.